Chamatkar Sandhu here at Cage Warrior 69, aka Super Saturday. And look who I've run into, Mr. UK MMA himself, Big Slow, Luke Barnatt. Luke, first of all, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm here to support my teammates, and you know, Cage Warriors is one of the biggest shows in Europe, producing some great talent, and I'm a part of a lot of the guys that fight here. I train with them, so I just came down to support and watch a huge long day of MMA, and we've had some great fights.
How did you guys do today?
We had Kerry Hughes got a knockout over Amanda Kelly, which was huge, impressive. Yeah. Amanda Kelly is a world champion Thai boxer, and you know, Kerry's not, and she won by knockout, so it's impressive. Game plan was to take her down. She thought, nah, forget that, I'm going to go for a knockout. Great fight. Yeah. We had Jason Coolidge fight Brad Wheeler, have a little bit of a war, got caught in the second round and got knocked, dropped and then submitted. But, you know, good fight for him, looked pretty good. And then we had Arnold Allen. I can't say the guy's sport's name, you might know it better than me, but he fought the Polish Zombie. Yeah. Very good fight. Arnold Allen, in my opinion, is the most talented MMA fighter in England, period. Better than anyone in the UFC, not in the UFC, whatever. But he's young, he's 20 years old, he's developing his game. He's got to get used to the pressure, get used to the lights, and all that sort of stuff. He's got a long way to go, but trust me, you'll know that guy's name for a very long time.
Well, definitely a prospect for the future. But let's talk about you. Let's go back to last weekend. It didn't go your way. One of the questions I wanted to ask you is, leading up to the fight, I asked you about the car accident, and obviously I don't want to give you a potential out as an excuse, but were you actually carrying any injury after that car accident going into that fight?
Of course. I mean, I was pretty impinged. I had a bad hip, a bad back, a bad neck, but that, like you said, it's not an excuse. It means nothing. It wouldn't have changed anything. I fought the fight I wanted to fight anyway. I wasn't as impressive as I wanted to be, or I feel like I can be. It was a boring fight, a terrible fight to be a part of, but unfortunately that's what happens when you fight a guy who doesn't want to fight. Yeah. So, you know, it was a heartbreaking experience for me, to be honest. Losing doesn't matter, it doesn't bother me. The decision was ridiculous, but you know, I'm not going to whine about it. It happens, and I need to get on with it and look at my next fight. But you know, regardless of a car accident, bad training, whatever you want to, that's not why I lost the fight. I could have committed more and gone harder. There's things I need to work on, and you know, I just got to move forward. Like I said, I feel like I won. I followed the game plan we were supposed to do. I almost got him in the second round, and he just carried on running.
Fighters always say you learn more from your losses than you do from your wins. So what did you lose from that first loss of yours?
I think that's bullshit, and I don't usually swear, but I think that is, you know, that's just something people tell people to make them feel better. Right. Oh, you're going to learn more from this loss, you know, ridiculous. You learn the same from every single fight. A fighting is an experience. Either it's a good experience, bad experience, winning experience, losing experience. I had a loss and a bad experience. I didn't enjoy Germany, as in like the lead up. My training camp wasn't great. Like, it was just a bad experience all around for me, and it came with a loss. I've had great experiences in the sport, and I learned a lot, but experience is experience. So I learned the most how to fight a man that runs away from me. I've never had that in my career. I've never trained with a man like that. I've just never seen it. So now it's happened to me. I know how to act for it now. I know what to do next time if someone decides to do it. People might start doing that now. They might watch that fight. I think that's how to beat Luke Barnatt. I'm going to start running away. And now I'm prepared for that.
What did Sean Strickland say to you after the fight? I heard that you said that he was scared to fight you. I think that's what you said earlier this week.
As soon as the fight ended, we both like walked around the octagon with our hands raised, and then we came to the centre, shook hands, and he said, "I'm sorry for running, man. I was scared." And I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Thinking I've won. Don't worry about it. Good fight. Go back." He gets called out as the winner, and I was a bit like, "You just told me you were scared, you know, like, and you ran away, and now you're going to tell everyone, oh, it was my game plan." And it's rubbish, you know. I'm not like, it hurts, obviously. It's only a week ago, but I just got to get on and look forward. And it doesn't really, for my career, it doesn't really affect me. It doesn't hurt me. As long as I win my next fight, people are just going to see it as a blip, and it doesn't really matter. If I lose my next fight, then it starts to be trouble, you know. But I see it as, my boxing coach said it best. You know, it's not a backward step, it's a sideward step. No one's going to remember that fight. No one's ever going to watch that fight again. It was a terrible fight to be a part of. So you know, get the next win and I'm fine.
Well, moving forward then, how do you pick yourself up again, and what have you got lined up in the next month or two?
I'm very, very, very busy. So I've, you know, I'm doing the Dolce Diet seminars in July. We're bringing Dolce over, which will be announced pretty soon properly, and there'll be, you know, you can register and all that sort of stuff. We're hoping to do it around the Dublin cards, so he'll be doing a seminar over in Dublin. So if you're coming to the UFC and you want to meet Mike Dolce, you'll be able to do that. We're then going to do one, hopefully we're going to do Newcastle, Liverpool, Cambridge and London as well.
Wow.
That's the plan right now, but like I said, it's not been announced yet, so we're still working out and fine-tuning a few things. So I'll be tweeting about that, Dolce will be tweeting about that. So I've got that, I'm in the pipeline, I'm working on. I'm going obviously to Rashida Weidman. I'm going out there, I'm going out to Vegas to watch that, to be a part of UFC week. I'm going out to see Bad Boy in San Diego, doing a photo shoot, doing some PR for them. You know, so I'll be out there for about 3 weeks. Hopefully going to train over there with Phil Davis and all those guys and see if that could be a future home for me.
Okay.
I'm looking to fight later on in the year, take a little bit of time off, probably November time, November, December, I want to fight in November so I can fight in London in February. So that's like what I'm all lining up for London. That's all I care about now. Get a win, then I'll rest and fight in London and make it a big event. But right now, you know, I've got a lot going on. I've got to take my missus. It's our anniversary in 3 weeks or whatever, so I've got to take her away as well.
Okay. Relocating to the US for a training camp. What's the decision behind that?
We're not sure. I mean, I'm looking at a few things. I don't want to go to America. I don't think I need to go to America, but I might need to get away from where I've been just because I'm getting a bit stagnant. I want to develop, I want to learn, am I rested? So it's not, America's not the answer.
Yeah.
That's an option. I need to leave my environment. I'm very comfortable where I am, and it's got me very, very far. There's nothing wrong with my environment, I just need to change it up to push myself to the next level. Okay. My camp can take me there, but I've been there for 5-6 years. I need to learn from new people. Right. So I was trying to bring Jimmy Quinlan in as a coach full-time for me, which we're still trying to do, but he coaches Joe Lozon, who's fighting September 5th. Joe Proctor, he coaches as well, so he's got a lot of commitments. The place I want to train, and I'm looking at training, is All Stars with Alexander Gustafsson. Help him train to beat John Jones September 27th, be a part of that camp, and you know, they've got some amazing guys coming through, and there's a real good environment there. I feel like going there, I'm a 60 quid Ryanair flight from my home. You know what I mean? I'm not far away if anything happens or I've got to go anywhere, and I can get some amazing training.
And you don't have to drive.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to drive anywhere, because that's not good.
Have you got an opponent in mind, someone that you'd like to fight in the UFC in November?
Well, the one guy who sprung to mind straight away, because we had a bit of back and forth, was Krzysztof Jotko. He fought in Germany, he lost. Yep. He was undefeated, I was undefeated. He's European, from Poland, makes sense. But I don't know if he wants to wait till November. And it's not my decision, it's Joe Silva's decision. I've spoke to Joe. He said, I'm fine with you taking some time off. I'll find you a fight in November. Could be anyone. But I think Krzysztof makes sense. You know, I'm not calling anyone out. I lost. You know, if I won, I'd be calling people out. But I'm coming off a loss. I need to reevaluate, get myself in a good place over the next couple of months, and then train my arse off to smash some guy in November, and then I'm back. November,
that's the Istanbul card, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That's what it looks like it could be, but Istanbul might not be happening. You don't know. Like, nothing's been confirmed. They haven't confirmed an event there yet. They're just talking about it. Right. They've announced it, so that's what I'm aiming for. November 22nd, Istanbul. Yeah. There's been rumours of Helsinki. Yeah. There's been rumours of Sweden not happening and maybe happening later in the year. Yeah. There's been loads of rumours flying around. One of my best friends, Mika Parkere, is from Finland. I'd love to fight in Helsinki in Finland with him. Like, we lived together for about 3 years. So Helsinki would be great, but it's whatever the UFC decide to do. Istanbul would be great too.
Fair enough. Well, looking ahead then, you're looking at February in London next year. If all goes according to plan, you get another win in before the year end. Would you like to be on the main card in London in the O2 next year? Is that the plan?
That's the plan. Big feature in February. February 28th, the O2. If I win my next fight in impressive fashion, I don't want to just be on the main card. I want to be a big feature fight on there. And I think the one thing I learned from this loss that's just happened and all the controversy is how many fans I have. I didn't realise the amount of tweets I got from people saying you got robbed, they should have taken you out to dinner before they You know, like I got so many tweets from so many different people, and I didn't realise I had such a fan base. So it was really encouraging for that. I think that lines me up very, very well to be a big main feature on, you know, a big fight on that card, whatever it's going to be. But I've got to win first, and then I can look at London.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Luke, enjoy the World Cup, enjoy the anniversary, and enjoy Vegas for International Fight Week.
One more thing, International Fight Week.
Yep.
I'm going out there for the Amateur World Championships. The UK are going to be represented very, very strongly there. I think we've got a chance of winning a medal. I think we can bring a gold medal back as an Amateur World Champion in mixed martial arts, the first time ever. I've campaigned to coach the team and be out there and be the representative for the team. I'm paying for myself to go out there and be part of that experience. So the young guys, there's 6 of them we're taking out there with us. They are representing England in the World Championships. It's the biggest amateur event ever in mixed martial arts. I'm going to be a big part of it, hopefully. I'm going through the process at the moment. So make sure everyone who's watching shows support, looks those guys up, see what they're about, and make sure you tune into the World Championships. Amateur World Championships going to be happening every 2 years, thanks to the federation over here, the International, the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. They're making big things happen, and that's how we can increase this sport, make it better, get more people watching it, and make it into a real sport, you know, and get rid of all that blood sport rubbish that people keep saying. So I'm hoping to represent England there, and you know, it'd be a great experience for everyone.
Very well said. It looks like we'll be seeing you in Dublin in about 6 weeks' time.
I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
All right, thanks a lot for your time, Luke. Thank you very much. Cheers.